These are very interesting times in education. I think we're all very much aware that there is a split that's emerging within the education community between those of us that have been in education for years, what we might refer to as the traditional educators, the establishment, the people that have worked in the schools for many, many years, and those that are, in essence, outside of education to some extent, who see themselves as reformers and that have ideas that they think will improve the public education system in America. This is an interesting point in time because those individuals, of course, are also gaining momentum from the current administration and from many of the foundations and advocacy groups that are trying to bring about change within education. Now, we have, those of us, you and I, that have been in education for all these years, many of us considered ourselves to be reformers and indeed brought many changes about in the educational systems that we were superintendents in. So, and the other thing, interesting factor in essence, is that both groups, the reformers, if we can refer to them that way, and the establishment are after the same goal. We're in essence all trying to bring about the improvement of education for all of our students. So it occurs to us that perhaps instead of being at odds and constantly debating what's best for our schools, that the time has come for a conversation, the great education conversation to take place in America. Where those of us that are inside the system and working the system can dialogue with those that believe that they have ideas that will help public education in America. That's what we're looking to do this year at our National Conference on Education in Denver, February 17th through the 19th. We're calling the conference the Great Education Conversation. And we are inviting those individuals with ideas, the folks that run the charter schools, the folks that have different ways of training teachers and administrators, the foundations that are looking for different ways to evaluate teacher performance and compensate teachers. We're inviting these folks to join us in a conversation, not a debate, so that we can hopefully learn from each other and in that process perhaps come together to advance the quality of education for all of our children. We're also concerned about another issue, and that is that somehow the 5% failing schools in America that we hear so much about are beginning to define the other 95%. It's what I'm referring to as the 95-5 dilemma. That somehow the media is portraying the public education system in America as a failing system based on the performance of that bottom 5% of the schools. And you and I, my friends, know that that is far from the case. We know that there are many successful schools throughout America. We know that America could never have reached and maintained the level of dominance that we have in the free world were it not for our public education system. So I think it's also important that at the convening in Denver, that we also celebrate the success of public education in America and bring forth to the public the many success stories that we are aware of that makes our public school system a great one. So we hope, sincerely hope, that you will join us in Denver. We need you to be there. We need you to be part of that dialogue. And on these very web pages where you're watching this video now is the registration form for the conference. All you need to do is to go to our registration page and register for the conference. And we hope to see you so that you can be part of the great education conversation. Thank you.